And I want to just be very clear on something, because when you say, you helped him look like a star, like you gave him the money, you gave him the jewelry, do you have proof of this? Like what video can you pull up? Because if he's wearing your jewelry, we should be able to see it in a video. You know what I mean? Otherwise it's talk. So it ain't like I say, I ain't trying to hear the shout or nobody shine or whatever, but if you're asking for real, you know what I'm saying, it just is what it is, man. He had, matter of fact, he had this same exact gear that I have on today, you know what I'm saying, in the video, you know what I'm saying, my Rolex, which is, put up, you know what I'm saying, I wear that out all the time, man, you know what I'm saying, that's 40,000, you know what I'm saying, so I don't really just wear that all the time.
Hey, real tone, there's some real money in the room.
All right, man, for the people who don't know, let them know who we have in front of the camera on today.
Oh, man, man, it's Fort Worth's finest, man, you know what I'm saying? Not cocky then, but confident, you know what I'm saying? Not cocky, but confident, you know what I'm saying? Boo, man, AKA brand new, man. Let me take my glasses off so y'all can see what I'm talking about and where I'm coming from, G.
Overly stood. So, I don't want the people to think that you're just some random Fort Worth OG in front of the camera on today, but we actually have a special guest. So your store, right, is located in, is it, you pronounce it La Vegas?
Yeah, the store that I previously owned was called it was called New World, but a couple of cats that I used to know and from the neighborhood that hung up there wanted to call it Little Vegas, because of the game machines and shit that I had up in there, casino slots and shit, to welcome the neighborhood to make some money.
So, okay. Well, La Vegas is actually like a place that Go Yayo kind of branded, right? Like,
wasn't formally, you know what I'm saying, it wasn't formally known Las Vegas, you know what I'm saying, I named it New World, you know what I'm saying, other cats, have, visions and dreams of what they would have thought it would have been if they had it, so, you know what I'm saying, they would have probably called it Las Vegas if they had it, you know what I'm saying, but, it was called New World, so they hung up there still, so, and, they called it Las Vegas.
Right. So, I want to definitely, and for sure, get into your story, who you are, and really dig into it, but I want people to also know the influence that you've had in the current music scene to the current hip hop world, right? So, you actually know Go Yayo. What's y'all's relationship from the past? Like, how did y'all meet?
Oh man, me and Go Yayo, man, I met him through my son, before I got the store, you know what I'm saying? I guess they had the store where I was previously, you know what I'm saying, doing my business at. And once I got the store and I was doing my, my business or whatnot, my son was, he was telling me, it was some cats that I needed to talk to, I probably needed to get with, by the name of Go Yayo. He buzzing a little bit or whatnot. You know what I'm saying? I need to get behind him and, kind of help push him, you know what I'm saying, if I could. You know what I'm saying? So, me on the other hand, I'm like, I don't deal with people that I don't know, you know what I'm saying? So,
right.
But if my son is vouching for this cat, you know what I'm saying? So, saying, deal with him. So I took a chance on my son and I dealt with him, and not knowing nothing about him and, got behind him, you know what I'm saying? Just on the strength of my son,
Right. So you get behind him. In what ways are you supporting him?
Oh man, I supported him, as far as kind of like, telling him how to, what he should do, you know what I'm saying, how he should do it, you know what I'm saying, what he should be doing or what I'm seeing, and trying to, help him look like a star with what I had, you know what I'm saying, whether it's money to show or jewelry or whatever I had at the time to make other artists and other stars recognize what I know what they looking for, like Rolexes and jewelry chains and big gold chains and shit like that. I've let him wear my Rolex, 18 karat gold Rolex, you know what I'm saying? And, that a lot of stars see and recognize real
hood trophies and like, you know, damn, this cat got a Rolex on, so he gotta be somebody. The nigga popping a Rolex on, and I know it ain't no fugazi shit because they know real shit. So, you know, it kind of like, you know, kind of helped, you know, shine him, put him out there, you know what I'm saying, like the star he's supposed to be, man, while he doing his music. You know, and gave him my, you know, whatever I had, I let him have it, you know what I'm saying, as if it was his, you know, to do his shit on.
So would you have been considered like his manager, or what were you at? Because I wasn't hearing that he was dealing with like Supreme on the management, or he didn't have a manager.
Well, no, I wasn't really. I was just really kind of like a hood mentor, man. You know, I was set in the hood for a reason, man. You know, and that's to envision, you know what I'm saying, to enlighten a lot of people on a lot of stuff that they probably couldn't see or didn't see or believed in themselves. So, you know what I'm saying, I was more like on a more like a big brother type shit, man. You know, this what you need, not manager, but, you know, kind of give me some guidance in life, man, on, you know, how he should carry himself and conduct himself for the future, you know what I'm saying? You know, how you should be, you know what I'm saying, and not, you know.
Right. So in my eyes, like, your investment went right, you know, because QC went to calling, like, people got to calling, labels got to calling, and at some point that stuff kind of stopped. So if you can walk me to, like, your role and everything while things were going well, and then how did things stop?
Well, man, it kind of fluctuated with the stop, man. On you know, some people not used to controlling a big wave. You know what I'm saying? Some people have never been in that situation to know how to control a big wave or a big audience or deal with the controversy of what's going on with their life at the time. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, a lot of people might feel like, well, hey, man, I did this, I wrote, you know what I'm saying, I wrote this song, so I ain't got to listen to what you say, I can do it my way, you know what I'm saying, because I feel like I'm entitled to do it my way, you know what I'm saying. So, you know, a lot of egos probably, I feel like a lot of egos clashed, and, you know what I'm saying, there wasn't enough humility being going on. He wasn't humble enough, you know, from what I used to try to tell him, he need to humble down a little more, you know what I'm saying, you know. And he was on the phone. He was in my studio when QC called him. It was just me and Yayo in the room when he turned down $10,000. You know, the same deal that he went and gave Lil Yachty. You know, same interview. Same deal that they gave Lil Yachty. Yayo had that up for grabs first. You know, and he turned it down, and you know, because he felt like 10,000 wasn't enough. You know, for his talent or whatever. But I'm like, you know, Yayo, these people don't know who you are. So before they invest into you millions of dollars, they got to see that you know how to be able to control a portion of just a you know, appetizer, man. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, but he wasn't understanding where I was trying to come at him with that. You know what I'm saying? And you know, and it just went all sour from there. You know, and it just, you know, out the window. You know, he wasn't humble enough. He wasn't listening, taking enough guidance. You know. And it happened with some artists or some people in life where they feel like, you know, I don't need nobody's, you know, intellect on what I'm doing or, you know, who I, you know, which is cool, you know what I'm saying? But sometimes you have to listen when God placed you in certain places with certain people with more than what you have. You got to listen to them people, man, you know.
And I want to just be very clear on something, because when you say, you know, you helped him look like a star, like you gave him the money, you gave him the jewelry, do you have proof of this? Like what video can you pull up? Because if he's wearing your jewelry, we should be able to see it in a video. You know what I mean? Otherwise it's talk. So
you know, it ain't, you know, like I say, I ain't trying to hear the, you know, shadow nobody shine or whatever, but you know, if you're asking for real, you know what I'm saying, it just is what it is, man. You know, he had, matter of fact, he had this same exact gear that I have on today, you know what I'm saying, in the video, you know what I'm saying, my Rolex, which is, you know, put up, you know what I'm saying, you don't wear that out there all the time, man, you know what I'm saying, that's 40,000, you know what I'm saying, so I don't really just wear that all the time, but he have that, you know what I'm saying. I even let him stand on top of my H2 Hummer that I just got painted up out of Mo's. You know, Mo's customizing it inside. I even let him stand on top of my car that I ain't never stood on top of. just to let him look like the star, like, you know, to feel like the man, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, get your shine on, man, you know.
Right. Which is respected. You know what I'm saying? I respect that type of thing from the older homies. And I notice a lot of that goes on in Fort Worth where, you know, they're even with the newer artists, like I saw that with the 21 shots and the 6 shots where they were wearing, you know what I mean? The older guys, I don't really want to mention too many names, but I guess it's them there like I have to. But it's like they're wearing Bugatti's chains, you know what I'm saying, flexing the money, you know, and he's allowing them to until they get their clout and they get their name, which eventually they do. You know what I mean? And I like it a lot because it helps like project them. It makes them look like something. You know what I mean? And a lot of artists don't have that advantage. So I didn't bring that up and to flex on anybody yet. I brought it up just because it's some real stuff. And you doing it on some Big Brother stuff, you know, it's funny that that's not highlighted. I don't think he's ever, you know, gave anyone credit, let alone, you know, somebody who kind of done that.
I do everything that I do from heart, man. You know what I'm saying? And if whether a person want to give me a shout out or not, I don't care about none of that, man. I know who I am. God know who I am first. I know myself second, you know. So long as I know I was doing it for the heart and wasn't looking for nothing in return, hey man, to each his own. You know, real niggas do real things, man. So, you know, a lot of shit, you know, just project the person who they really are, man. You know, whether, you know, I didn't ask for nothing. I did this for my son, told me to get behind you, and I did what I thought I could have done to make the situation better at the time.
Hey, real tone, there's some real money in the room.